Hello, Geetu ji. So good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay. Okay. How is it? Anyone? Oh my God. Purva is using fan. Gauri ji is using fan. I am using blower. So much cold here. Okay. Wonderful. Hmm. Okay. Anyone can share. How was it? Quickly. One word, two words.
Priya, Lalita here.
Lalita ji. Hello. Hello, Lalita ji. Very good evening.
Good evening. Nice to see you all after a long time, Priya dear.
Yes.
It's that cold there, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
In Punjab?
Now for this January, it is going to be really very cold.
Oh, negative. Goes to negative?
No, 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 not negative, but 5, 6, 7, like that.
Oh.
Oh.
Kerala, it's not that cold. Very
Yeah,
much bearable.
yeah.
So this meditation was very, very relaxing, soothing for me
Hmm.
after a long time. But the moment you said get to get the connection with inner child, I did get it.
Hmm.
Quickly I got the connection because I know I'm having lot of changes after doing this mirror work program.
Hmm.
And when you say, I can meditate at least for 10 minutes every day.
Very nice.
Mm?
Very
And,
nice.
when you get the when you said get it connected with your inner child, I did get some connection and I'm so relaxed now.
Wonderful. Very nice. Very nice. Very
Thank
nice, Lalita.
you.
Thank you, Lalita.
Thank
Thank you. Anyone else?
Welcome.
Quickly, one word. Anyone else? Some other person?
I
Yes.
feel good. I feel good, Priya.
Hmm. You were able to
I,
connect
yeah,
any?
I was able to connect not very deeply, but I could see some, like, I could share something. I'm there to support you. No, that was keeping me calm.
Wonderful. 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 Very nice. Great experience. Slowly, slowly. As we strengthen our connection with the Mother Earth, I feel that wherever we go, we will find support, guidance, anything that we need, protection. Because if we keep this energy with us, it is definitely going to work for us, as it works for everybody, plants, animals, everybody, right? It has to protect everybody, and same is with us, right? Very nice. Wonderful. Thank you. Let us go ahead quickly now for our power book, and we are on now love is being alert, right? And who's gonna read today? Anyone gonna read today? Okay, right, Gauriji, please go ahead. Thank you so much. Love is being alert, please.
Love is being alert. You have to be alert to feel the love of everything around you. You have to be aware of everything that's around you to love. Otherwise, you will miss things. You have to be alert to see the things that you love. You have to be alert to hear the sounds that you love. You have to be alert to catch the beautiful smells of flowers as you walk past them. You have to be alert to really taste the food you are eating and feel the fullness of the flavors. If you are walking down the street listening to the thoughts in your head, you miss it you miss it all. And that's what happens to people a lot of time. They hypnotize themselves by listening to the thoughts in their head. And so they are in a kind of trance and they are not aware of anything around them.
Exactly. So, as she says that love is being alert, you have to be alert, as we call it as being in awareness. So, both are same things. When you are in awareness of what is happening around, right, you are able to feel love around you. You are able to smell, taste, hear everything that you love, right? And also, she says that when you hypnotize yourself, that most of the people do, by listening to the thoughts only going running and running and running round and round in their head, they are not aware of anything around them, the beauty and the bliss around them. They are not able to get into that touch. Let's go ahead.
Have you ever been walking down the street and suddenly a good friend yelled out your name and you were startled because you hadn't seen him? Or maybe you saw a friend and you had to call out her name a couple of times and suddenly she jumped with a start when she saw no, when she saw you. Your calling her name woke her up because she was not aware of being on the street, but was lost in trance, listening to the thoughts in her head. Have you ever been in a car traveling and suddenly you looked around and realized you were close to your destination, but you didn't remember traveling a big part of the distance? You had hypnotized yourself by listening to your thoughts and you were lost in a trance.
So she is explaining us how we are lost. Don't know even the house has reached, or we are so near, or if somebody tells us, we are so, yeah, hi, hello, 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 yeah, so good to see you. But we were so hypnotized with our own thoughts that we didn't even look in the around. And that's how many people stay in their thoughts only. They are not staying in the present moment. Is a biggest problem, right? They don't know what's going on in around. And have you seen some people who wherever they go, something has fallen down, or they just stuck in people, actually I am one of them. Okay, so and then if some stone has come, oh, ah, ooh, ooh, so like that, right? So that attention has to bought in, which I have improved and worked on. But this is also a problem with people, right? Not being attentive when moving on, because everything is going around in the head only, being hypnotized by the our own thoughts, right? So the good news is that the more you give love, the more alert and aware you become. This is really amazing, and this is really very true. The more you bless people, the more you send
Can't
blessings.
hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
I got disconnected. Wonderful. Okay, so this is actually wonderful, and this is very, very true. The one that she says, the good news is that the more you give love, the more alert and aware you become. The more you bless people on the street, or the people you meet, or the plants, the animals, anything, or the surrounding, the more you aware you become. And this is very true, because you are in the moment when you are blessing them, right? Love brings complete alertness. As you make a conscientious effort to notice as many things around you that you love, as you can each day, you will become more aware and alert. I am really telling you, this is very true. Very true. The more we focus on what we love, the more we become alert and aware in our life, in our surroundings, and what is all happening around us, right? How to keep your mind focused on love now. So let us understand and learn this. So we'll go ahead. Yes, please.
Yeah, clarity of mind means clarity of passion too. This is why a great and clear mind loves ardently and sees distinctly what it loves.
Yeah. So
Mathematics. Yeah.
Blaise Pascal has said,
Yes.
clarity in mind means the clarity of passion, right? Clarity of your purpose. This is why a great and clear mind loves ardently and sees distinctly what it loves very clearly. It's never confused. And what all we do is, I don't know what I actually love. I don't know. Yeah, I love something for few days, but then it changes the next day, or after few days. I am not consistent on what I love, right? So when we are in this zone of loving, then we see distinctly, and a clear mind it brings when we are in this energy of love, right? So one way of stay alert is to trick your mind. Gauriji, you can read one way.
Yeah. One way to stay alert is to trick your mind by asking questions such as, what can I see that I love? How many things can I see that I love? What else is there that I love? What can I see that thrills me? What can I see that excites me? What can I see that I'm passionate about? Are there more things I can see that I love? What can I hear that I love? When you ask your mind questions, your mind can't help itself and it gets busy right away to give you the answers. It stops other thoughts immediately so as to come up with the answers to your questions. The secret is to keep asking your mind questions regularly. The more questions you can ask, the more you will be in control of your mind. Your mind will be working with you and doing what you want it to do instead of working against you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very nice. Actually, these are the questions which we actually have to ask in this way to keep our mind focused on what we love, right? But there are some other ways also. Like what I constantly ask myself is whenever I go through a uncomfortable situation, I ask myself what I have in me which is reflecting this uncomfortable situation that is there in me. I mean, has come for me, and immediately my mind answers all my questions, right? So this will happen slowly, slowly, but actually this is so important to ask these questions. I know this all happens with practice only. Practice, practice, and practice. So she's saying secret is to keep asking these questions regularly. The more questions you ask, the more your mind will be in control. Your mind will be working with you and doing what you want it to do instead of working against you, right? And most of us, we don't know, but our mind works against us, right? When we lose our temper, when we don't know how to control our emotions, when we don't know how to react in a particular situation, in a bunch of people, in all these ways, mind works against us because we don't know how to use it, right? So keep asking yourself, what can I see that I love? How many things can I see that I love? What else is there that I love? What can I see that thrills me? What can I see that excites me? What can I see that I'm passionate about? Are there more things that I can see that I love? What can I hear that I love? So, all these questions, very easy ones, and I think they will help us a lot. Anybody has anything to say? Anything in their mind? Yes, Gauriji.
Yesterday, it happened to me like when my daughter was attending the counseling with somebody, they asked me to participate. I was not given any clue why I was part of it.
Hmm.
And she has been asked to ask me so many questions by seeing my eyes, like what are all the things that is distracting her uh, during when she loses the matches.
Hmm.
I didn't expect that. I was for 1 hour session. Many a times I happened to cry for the questions what she asked, like in front of others. But with lots of love, whatever I have done, no, the impact is different on her mind.
Hmm.
So I didn't understand why this kind of a situation came to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it is good for her thing, as well as I had to correct in all the areas whatever she complained against me without any I mean, I didn't do it purposely, but
Hmm.
due to excitement or anxiety. So whatever I questioned during that time, or what I had acted on her thing, no, everything hurt her. Like she got
Hmm.
negative thing. But
Hmm.
I'm now that everything happened for a good thing,
Absolutely.
because our relationship is getting more stronger if I'm able to correct whatever I have done wrong.
Wonderful, wonderful, Gauriji. And
Thank you.
that is how we all can improve our relationships. We know that, no? I have many examples for this, but if I will go for that, then the topic will be deviated. So I think we will take it up whenever that kind of you know momentum will be there for this thing. So let us go ahead now. Sometimes your mind can take off like a free train down a mountain without a driver if you don't stay in control of it. You are the driver of your mind, so take charge and keep it busy with your instructions by telling it where you want it to go. Your mind only takes off on its own if you are not telling it what to do, right? So that is why planning, affirmations, and release process is so important. What your mind you want from your mind to let go, what your mind you want your mind to believe, and then what you want your mind to take control of. So these powerful workouts are so important. Dharini, we will also talk about it. I mean, you wanted to have a session on what workouts can be done. So what I believe is, if we regularly do a release process and an affirmation, these two things, I think a lot of things will settle for a lot of us in many ways. Many ways. Even if these two simple things can be done on every day, right? A simple release process of all your negative thoughts, being aware of them and releasing them, and then actually pick up 5 things which you want to change for yourself, and then create the affirmations, and then create a belief system on that by chanting them every day. And this will create miraculous result, as an agenda for 2024. You can keep it, right? So the mind acts like an enemy for those who don't control it, Bhagavad Gita says, right? So let's go ahead, Gauri ji.
Your mind is a powerful and magnificent tool you can use, but you must be in control of it. Rather than letting it distract you with out of control thoughts, you want your mind to help you give love. It doesn't take long to train your mind to focus on love. And once you have just watch, uh, and once you have, just watch what happens to your life.
So it doesn't take much time. Actually, it doesn't take much time. Few days to few months, and your mind is trained to do it effortlessly every day in any situation, in any way, right? So it takes efforts, but it is not that difficult as we think so, right? At least far better than thinking negative all the time and getting into sink into all those negative emotions, right? So mind is a very powerful and a magnificent tool, and you must control it rather than letting it distract you with out of control thoughts. You want your mind to help you to give love to everything. So it doesn't take much time, and we all can do it, right? Now, the key of gratitude. So I think we still have 15 minutes. We can go ahead. Okay, we can go ahead. Gratitude, the great multiplier. We'll stop there, right? Please go ahead, Gauriji.
The key of gratitude. We cannot exercise much power without gratitude, because it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. I know of thousands of people in the worst imaginable situations who have changed their lives completely through gratitude. I know of miracles that have taken place in health where there seemed to be no hope. Failed kidneys regenerate, diseased hearts heal, eyesight is restored, tumors disappear, and bones grow and rebuild themselves. I know of broken relationships that have transformed into magnificent ones through gratitude. Failed marriages completely restored, estranged family members reunited, parents transforming relationship with children, and teenagers and teachers transforming students. I have seen people who were in total poverty become wealthy through gratitude. People turned around failing businesses, and people who had struggled with money all their lives created abundance. Someone even went from living on the streets to having a job and home in a week. I know of people who were in depression who catapulted into joyful and fulfilling lives through gratitude. People who have suffered from anxiety and every kind of mental illness have restored themselves to perfect mental health through gratitude. Every single savior of the world used gratitude
Gauriji,
because they all.
just wait. We have actually read a long paragraph, and we must take a break after that, right? So, see, here she is now talking about gratitude, the power of gratitude, and we all have experienced that power of gratitude. And gratitude is such a simple tool to manifest anything in our life, as she is suggesting with all of these people, right? And any one of us can do it by easily practicing gratitude. So, one question, how we can practice gratitude every day? How?
We can write gratitude, no? Like 20 things for what we are thankful, grateful.
Mhm. Okay. Any other way to practice gratitude?
Priya,
By doing some charity.
Okay. By doing some charity, right? Yes, Nehaji.
no, I just heard, I don't know whether from your session itself, I don't know. While getting up in the morning, you should say thanks to your bed, thanks to pillow, thanks to your blanket, fan, AC, or whatever the facilities you had, say thanks. And just before taking food, just be grateful for that. And some people will say thanks to, I heard somebody will feed their kids by saying gratitude to the farmer who did that, like that, and all some practices we're following nowadays. Yeah, so that it's really good to know that we are depending on many people, many things for our
Yeah.
comfort of life. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Snehaji. Yes, Dharini.
So by giving blessings also we can actually pay gratitude, because like whatever we have, like when we I mean, I've made it a practice, like when I see an ambulance, I give blessings and light for the person who's like in the ambulance, and I say that like thank you for my health and my family's health, right? So
Wonderful.
because we are blessed and they are in that state, right? So that way, like we are in gratitude for our health and our state. Like
So that is magic dust practice from Rhonda Byrne's book of magic, right? Magic dust. If you have done it, but yeah, because we are slow students, no, so we forget it. Magic dust practice. Anybody remembers magic dust practice?
Magic?
Magic dust practice. Yes, time to go back and study again. Okay. In magic dust practice, you have to sprinkle a magic on other person and paying gratitude for whatever problem they are in and for their healing. That is magic dust practice. Yes,
I
this
remember.
one way. Yeah. But whatever we are doing, feeling is so important. Mere saying and then just writing, apart from all this, feeling from your heart, which moves to the other person, is so important. In many ways, sometimes we are blocked here. I want to give one example here. So one of my colleague was going. I mean, she had a scolding from our mentor, and and I was like feeling bad for her, and I blessed her. But in one corner of my heart was saying, if you will bless her, and she will be completely fine, but she should not be. Okay, she should not be. Okay, so I felt really that day that I was not so ready to actually send that blessing completely to her. So many a times, especially to the people whom we are working with, right, we are not ready to bless them completely. Some part of us just doesn't want to do it, right? It can be lack of unworthiness, lack of worth. It can be selfishness, greediness, right? So all these things you have to slowly understand and let go, and then bless everybody unconditionally, 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 unconditionally. Because if you do it unconditionally, then only it comes back to you unconditionally. If you do it with conditions, with expectations, same happens with us, right? Yes, Shalini, please go ahead quickly.
So, Priya, like for dusting it, do we need to meet them and do it, or
No. You just
even
have
like,
to close your eyes. You have to imagine a person and you're sprinkling a magic dust on them, right?
got it?
And you're just imagining that as you are sprinkling this magic dust, they are getting healed. Suppose you're doing it for someone's health. So that person is healed and you're thanking for that healing. And everything
Got
happens from here, from your heart. That is all, right? So feeling is so important whenever we are doing all these practices, right? So let's go ahead. Every single savior of the world
Every single savior of the world used gratitude because they all knew that gratitude was one of the highest expressions of love. They knew that when they were grateful, they were living in exact accordance with the law. Why do you think Jesus said thank you before he performed every miracle?
yeah,
Every time,
this is a very famous saying. Every Christian knows this. Why do you think that Jesus said thank you before he performed every miracle? Why? Why? Because it is all by nature. It is all by one force, which is God's force. Nothing is us, nothing is me, nothing is you. Everything is that force. That is why thanking that force to perform that miracle through Jesus is what Jesus believes in. That is why he says thank you. Right? Let's go ahead. Every time you feel grateful,
every time you feel grateful, you are giving love. And whatever you give, you receive. Whether you are giving thanks to a person or feeling grateful for a car or a vacation, a sunset, a gift, a new house, or an exciting event, you are giving love for those things and you will receive back more joy, more health, more money, more amazing experiences, more incredible relationships, more opportunities. Try it now. Think of something or someone you are grateful for. You could choose the person you love more than anyone else in the world. Focus on that person and think about all the things you love and are grateful for about that person. Then, in your mind or out loud, tell that person all those things you love and or you are grateful for about them as though they were there with you. Tell them all the reasons you love them. You can recall particular instances or moments by saying, remember the time when, as you are doing it, feel the gratitude begin to fill your heart and body. The
wonderful,
love you give, yeah.
wonderful. So this is a practice that she is actually suggesting us. So you can do it now if you want, or everybody wants to do it on their own when you are with your mirror alone at night or in the morning. So how you want to do it? You want to do it now or you want to do it? Because when you are doing it, actually you need at least 10 minutes, at least minimum 10 minutes, right? To actually convey your heart feelings and gratitude to the person whom you are having all the reasons of being grateful, right? So please suggest me, do you want to do it now or by your own, and share your experience in the group, because we'll be requiring mirror also for this. We can do it by closing our eyes also, but we can do with mirror. So what do you suggest? Anyone?
We can do it.
We can do it. Okay, done. Let's do it. And then we'll see according to time if we have to go ahead. I mean, we have a less only, so we can go ahead and complete it also, right? So everybody has a mirror. If you don't have a mirror, it is perfectly fine. No problem. You can close your eyes. If you have a mirror, you can take your mirror. And then you can just look into your eyes and just imagine for that person for whom you are really grateful. And you can start talking to that person you are so grateful for. And as you are being grateful, feel that your heart is being filled with gratitude and love. And there is an energy connection between you and that person, and you're continuously sending love to that person. So you can say that thank you for all the love that I've been getting from you. I'm really grateful for the love that I am getting from you. Or it can be any other thing also. It doesn't have to be what I am saying. I am actually being grateful to my husband, so I'm doing it for him. So you can do it for whomsoever you wish to. Thank you for all those shoppings that I have done with you. Thank you for making me have anything which I have ever told you to, that I want this, I want that, I want to eat this, I want to eat that. Thank you for understanding me and giving me right advices whenever I need it. Thank you for understanding me and acknowledging my efforts for whatever I have done and worked upon myself. Thank you for being on a mature level and balancing the whole family. Thank you for giving me the feeling of security. I feel so secure. You can say anything. I mean, you wish to, anything. And as you're saying all this, send so much love, unconditional love. Keeping a part of all those things that you don't like, leave it and just send your love to the person. And if you are not able to send that love, be aware of that part that stops you. Because that is ego, which has to let go. Fill your heart with so much gratitude that you are blessed with everything you wished in your life through this person. Fill your heart with so much gratitude that you have someone with you for whatever particular thing you are grateful for. Universe has sent somebody for you for this particular thing, or for your life, or for anything. Let go of any other thoughts coming in your mind and just focus on sending love and gratitude. You can feel as much as love you can in your heart and send it to the other person. And you're receiving it back. Okay. How was it? Anyone? Quickly.
Thank you, Priya, for this opportunity. I'm
Thank
so
you, Riji.
feeling so happy, conveying my heartiest blessings and grateful. I'm feeling very grateful, actually. I was forgetting my brother, actually. So I was to convey my gratitude. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, Gauriji. Wonderful. Very nice. Very nice. So imagine when we are doing it for others, the first person who is getting healed is me, my heart. And same when I keep grudge, anger, I am the one who's holding that burning coal inside and getting burned. That is how it works. Such a wonderful way of healing ourselves. Right? Anyone else? Quickly. One more person. Kokila ji, if you're there. Gitu ji, if you're there. Anchita, if you're there. Yes, Gitu ji.
Yeah, I'm feeling very blessed because sometimes we just forgot to show gratitude to the person who is very important in our life.
Very true.
So this way, I am seriously feeling like I have so much to show gratitude for the things he is doing for me, and seriously, it's
Instead of
very
criticizing on small things, right? Very nice.
yeah,
Very nice.
seriously.
Wonderful. Thank you, Geetuji. Okay, let us complete this and then we will close our session. The love you gave in that simple exercise must and will return to you in the relationship and in your whole life. That is how easy it is to give love through gratitude. How wonderful. And we all have done it now, right? You can read it, Gauriji. Albert Einstein.
Yeah, Albert Einstein was one of the greatest scientists who ever lived. His discoveries completely changed the way we see the universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, Einstein spoke only of giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds that has ever lived thanked others for what they had given to him 100 times a day. That means at least 100 times a day, Einstein gave love. Is it any wonder that life revealed so many of its mysteries to Albert Einstein?
Yes. So this is the level where we have to reach 100 times a day giving gratitude. And as we are giving gratitude, it is giving love. When we reach here, she's saying that, is there any wonder that life revealed so many things and mysteries to Albert Einstein? That is how it works, right? 100 times every day, I remind myself that my inner and outer life depend on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and I'm still receiving. I think we should read it again because this is written by our great scientist Albert Einstein. 100 times every day I remind myself that my inner and my outer life depend on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received. And I am still receiving, right? And gratitude, the great multiplier. And how beautiful it is that we do it, we receive more. And still we don't do it. Still we don't do it. My God. That is all resistance and our karma that stops us to lead this life, this way of living, right? So that is all for today. And we are going to now do the next part next time. I think with this, we will close this chapter very soon. Gratitude, a great player. Yes. We will close this chapter very soon next time as we do it, right? So that is all for today. Anybody has anything to say? And we will close it. Anybody? Kokila ji, Anchita, you people haven't spoke at all. So anything? Sneha ji, yes. Anything you have to say? Anything to say?
Let others speak. Yeah, I already spoke.
Okay, okay. But nobody is speaking. So you can take the chance.
No, I was saying gratitude to my parents actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So means not single person. I was just imagining from always they were so much kind of givers actually always. Okay, so I was just enjoying and I was saying thanks to everything. Even if they are not doing anything for themselves, they will make sure their kids are having everything like that. Okay, so I was just thinking of that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sneha ji. And same is the universe, always giving everything to us, right? So we can try to be grateful 100 times each day, but if not 100 times, at least 50 times we must reach, and then slowly, slowly 100 times, because if I am giving gratitude, I am automatically giving love. So I don't have to actually distinguish between the two, but let us do it, and we must reach 100 times. I think as soon as we do it, life will take its turn on a very fast pace, right? So that is all for today, and we will catch up now next week. I have few announcements. This week, from Saturday, we will begin our mirror work sessions. It is getting dragged because of Sunday. Somehow I am not able to manage Sunday's timings. So what I have decided is, instead of dragging it, let me just do it on Saturday. And whosoever is not comfortable, they can find time on Sunday. I'll be providing recording to them. This is one. And second is, I am planning to start mirror work session English because I decided to do it in 2024 only. So it will be beginning on 16th of January or 20th January, two probable dates. So, I'll be sharing the details. If any one of you has anyone who can do it, please share it with them, because this batch is so important as a new year is starting. So it set the tone for everybody who do it for the whole year, right? So that's all. And we will catch up next week for our power book session and for our mirror work session Saturday, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. And we'll see you next week, right?
Thank you so much. Love
Yeah.
you.
You all. Bye all.